I was 11, turning 11 that summer. Um, and the last day when we left Puerto Rico, that those iron gates that covered that part of the house that was so long got closed, and we left through those gates. And I turned around and I put my body against it. I put my arms around the iron gate, and I wasn't letting go. And my dad had to come up, grab me, and pull me off the iron bars and put me in the car that was taking us to the airport.
Wow.
Then I get here.
Remembers that.
I get here and I don't fit in. I'm a fat little kid, you know, and I don't fit in. And I'm trying so hard to fit in. And every time I do, it's like a comedy of errors. I just push everybody else away further and further. So there's an interest disjointing that I go through in my life that I don't know where I belong. And it's interesting because Jeannie and I have talked about this a couple of times, and we kind of gathered that I didn't have a base in terms of, like, there wasn't grandma's house, there wasn't any of these familiarities that most of the people kind of grow up with.
A lot of Americans have, like, you know, they go to a house, they go to grandma's house, and they, you know, there's even a family house that you go to, and he didn't have that.
Yeah, so
because they left it.
A lot of the earlier work that I made had to do with the building, and I think it still happens sometimes, the building of landscapes, visual landscapes in the work that I feel I belong to. Because I didn't have a place, like, I'm not Puerto Rican, I'm not Cuban, and I'm not American. So I didn't have a place where I fit. And this is a common thing. I mean, it's not something, like, for a long time I thought it was just, oh, me, but it's a common thing for people who come to this country or who go to any country to feel like they're not a part of that place. I have always felt left out in terms of culture, you know, kind of like it's not mine. You know, the American culture doesn't belong to me, so I grab what I can from it. Cuban culture doesn't belong to me, so I grab what I can to make me feel comfortable. But for the most part, I always feel a foreigner, detached.